Hey guys, this is Aman Kumar and you are watching how to make a working model on NAND gates. Before starting with all the connections and procedures for making this working model, let's know what are the apparatus required for this project. So first of all you need one battery of 9 volt I have taken here, and you need two switches, you need one LED and one resistance. So resistance is of 100 ohm, battery is of 9 volt, and there are two switches also. And of course, one more thing, you need one cardboard base on which you will fix all these apparatus. Now let's talk about how to make all the connections. So first of all, you notice that here I have fixed one LED. Okay, so it is just beside the corner. Okay, and just beside it I have fixed one resistance. Okay, so why I'm telling you this thing, because you may confuse when I turn this to make you understand what are the connections and how I have made these connections. You may confuse. So first remember this, that here I have fixed one LED and just beside it I have fixed one resistance. So LED is just beside the corner. Now this is all the connections what I have made here. So I just told you to remember that LED was just beside the corner. So this is the two holes for LED and this is the two holes for resistance. So the two wires and the two diodes which you are looking here or you are seeing here is for LED, is of LED, and the two diodes which you are seeing here is of resistance. So first of all, what I did is that I connected one diode of resistance and one diode of LED. You remember that this was the diode, these two diodes were of LED and these two diodes were for resistance. So one of the diode and one of the diode of LED and one of the diode of resistance is connected here. Diode of LED, this one, and diode of resistance is connected here. Okay, and here you remember that we fixed one not two switches. So this is the two terminals of one switch and this is the two terminal for other switch. So first of all what you need to do is, first you connect one terminal of one switch to the second terminal of the another switch. This is terminal 1, this is terminal 2 for this one, and this is terminal 1 and terminal 2 for this switch 1, switch 2. You can understand this way also. So the upper terminal is connected to the lower terminal of this switch, and in the same manner the lower terminal of this switch is connected to the upper terminal of this switch. So in crisscross manner these two switches are connected. Okay, now the two wires which you are looking here is for the battery. You remember that here was your battery, so the hole here I have made for passing the two wires for battery. So one of the battery wire is connected to the second terminal of this switch from here, and the another wire of the battery is connected to the diode of resistance. One diode of resistance which was left after connecting the diodes of LED and resistance, the diode which was left here is connected to one of the red wires. You will get red and black wires of battery. So the red wire is connected here with the resistance left diode in sense the diode which was left here. Okay, after connecting this, so the diode which is left here is connected to the red wire of the battery. The black wire of the battery is connected to the second terminal, the lower terminal of this switch. So let's have, and our circuit is completed. So let's have again a review of all the connections. So what I made you understand, these two holes were for LED and these two holes were for resistance, right? Because the LED was just beside the corner. So these two holes were for LED and these two holes were for resistance. So one of the diode of resistance, remember this is resistance. So one of the diode of resistance and one of the diode of LED is turned among them. And the left diode, the diode which is left of LED, is connected to the upper terminal of the second switch. See, the upper terminal of the second switch. These two switches are connected among themselves in crisscross manner. The upper terminal of this switch to the lower terminal and the lower terminal of this switch to the upper terminal of this switch. This LED was connected to the upper terminal of this switch. Okay. Now the fact is about the battery. We connected the battery here and made a hole and surpassed the wire from backside. Now the wire, with the red wire, you will always get the red and black wire only of battery. So the red wire is connected here to the second diode of the resistance. See, the diode which was left, two diodes were connected, LED and resistance among themselves. One diode of resistance was left here, so that diode is connected to the red wire of battery, and the left wire, the wire means the black wire of battery, is connected to the lower terminal of the second switch. Okay, so these are the this connection among two switches, and the battery is connected from here. One wire is here, this is one connection and this is the another connection. So I hope that you have understood the connections correctly. Now let's have a look on how this model is working. Okay, so as there's a NAND gate, the truth table for NAND gate says that when there is 0 0, I mean the switch is off, both the switches are off, then the output is 1, and 1 denotes here for that, the 1 denotes that the bulb will glow. When 0 1 is there, the case is that 0 1, I mean this switch is off and this switch is on, then also the output is 1, I mean the LED will glow. When this is on and this is off, then also the LED will glow. And when these two are on, both the switches are on, then this will not glow. As you can see, both the switches are on here, it is not glowing. Now let's check the case for it is glowing or not on these three above cases, because the fourth case we have looked here only, that both the switches are on and we are seeing that LED is not glowing. So this case is already understood, I mean this case is already looked here or seen here. Now let's go for all the above three cases. So what is here? The first terminal is off, switched off, and the second terminal is also switched off, and we are seeing that LED will glow. So let's check this case. I have switched off this one also and this one also. So these two are switched off and we are finding that LED is glowing, right? So LED is glowing. Again, let's check the situation for 0 and 1. I mean the first switch will be switched off and the second switch will be switched on. So here it is switched off and I will switch it on in this manner and the LED is again glowing. The third case, the first switch is switched on